Ximena Gavino is a master teacher of Tao Academy. She travels throughout North America, introducing people to the beauty and power of Tao movement meditation. She is a Tao healer and teacher with powerful spiritual channels. Today, Ximena is going to talk to us about Tao calligraphy movement meditation, a gentle form of movement that engages your entire being, following an artistic flow of Tao calligraphy. Practicing regularly fosters deep inner peace, harmony, and health. The future of stress relief is here. I don't know about you, but I'm very excited to have to learn how to deal with stress, because we all have that. So, Ximena, please come and join me.
So thank you very much, Carrie. It is here. The future of stress relief is here. I'm just going to use for the AV team, I'm going to use the handheld. Okay, good. Thank you so much. So I prefer to be closer to you rather than further away from you. What brought you here? Oh, the philosophy, that you like the Tao philosophy? What brought you here? The philosophy? Okay, good. Oh, good. Thank you so much.
I'm with her, so
say that again?
I just wanted to come see what you're doing over here.
Okay, you want to come see what we're doing? You already know about us. Good. What brought you here? The philosophy. Okay. So I'm going to disappoint you, where I'm not teaching Taoism. I am teaching you how to connect with the Tao. And calligraphy is one of the most powerful ways to do it. This is a very special type of calligraphy, and it is a very powerful form of calligraphy. I was told I have 45 minutes, so I want to make sure that I give you the most in 45 minutes, okay? So give me a second. I was actually setting my alarms so that we make sure. Okay. Okay, so what makes this unique? Why is it that we talk about the calligraphy as being the able to help you to relieve your stress? It's actually very simple. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'll tell you about who the calligrapher is that created this. I'll tell you the history behind this type of calligraphy. Then we'll do practice together. And then I'm going to do a demo of something very special and something very unique that is actually only available at our center here in Vancouver. So my name is Master Ximena. I have been a student of Dr. and Master Sha for 18 years. I met him in 2001. I had Crohn's disease, I had an ulcer and leaky gut, and I had seen doctors my whole life. No one could tell me what was wrong with me. Finally, someone brought me to Master Sha. I resisted for a long time, but I saw him, I met a naturopath, and ironically, I found the right gastroenterologist all in a matter of a week. And I was quickly diagnosed with having food allergies, but by then my digestive system had given out. I could no longer absorb or digest food. So I was put on kanji. Everybody know about kanji? Kanji is that soupy rice, right? I had no idea you could live on kanji for 2 months. Anyways, so I was taken off of all foods except for kanji, reintroduced to foods. At the same time, I started to do practices with Master Sha. At the time that I met him, he was a powerful Qigong master. He was named Qigong Master of the Year. I met him in October of 2001. In February of 2002, he was named Qigong Master of the Year at the World Qigong Congress in San Francisco. He did for me a Qigong healing. Qigong masters, they cultivate their life force Qi. It's very high. They then transmit it to you. That's what he did for me. He transmitted it, and instantly I would feel so much better, but I could not hold on to it. He would transmit it, and then I'd leak. It's called leaky body in the ancient teachings. Leaky body. You just leak your energy out. So I learned to do practices. You know, the naturopath could not believe. He said, I went to see him. I would see him once a month. I saw him after the first 30 days. He said, this cannot be. I've never seen somebody recover so quickly. My Western medical doctors, it took 4 months for them to run all the tests that they needed to run. By the time I finished, at the end of the 4 months of doing the practices that Master Sha was teaching, and I finally decided to do, because I was very steeped in the Western medical model, and I thought, he's a healer, he should just heal me. Why doesn't he just heal me? I'll write a check, you know? But he wouldn't do it. He said, you have to learn to do this yourself. So I did the practices. At the end of the 4 months, 4.5 months, no Crohn's, no ulcer, no leaky gut. Western medicine could not figure it out because they had run tests. Everything said, you have an ulcer, you have leaky gut, you have Crohn's. So I continued to study with Master Sha. Master Sha is very unique. He has dedicated his life to serving humanity. He does everything he does in order to help people relieve their pain and their suffering. He became a channel in 2003. So I knew him before he was a channel. I knew him when he became a channel, and I've known him now for 18 years. He's a very, very special human being. He does very few public events now. This year he's only doing one public event in Hawaii in March 16th, 17th. He's doing an exhibition. There's a big exhibition of this calligraphy. And then he will be doing a healing retreat, and then he'll be doing a private advanced retreat for his advanced students. And that's the only event that he will do this entire year. So if you can, and you have any healing challenges, I would encourage you to join him. You can join him in person, and you can join him by webcast. In the meantime, you can join us at the center here in Vancouver, because we have an amazing center that has about 40 of these calligraphies. So Master Sha became a channel, a divine channel, in 2003. He could no longer practice medicine. He could no longer do Tai Chi. He used to do, not Tai Chi, but Qigong healings, and he could not do acupuncture. When he became a channel, he was asked to stop doing that and only allow heaven to do the healings for him. So in 15 years, his healing power has increased dramatically from where it was when I met him. In 2013, he learned calligraphy. By chance, he met a professor. Her name is Professor Li. She was born in China in the Forbidden City. Her family worked in the Forbidden City, lived and worked. When the last emperor of China was removed from power, they remained. She remained, and the teacher of the emperor remained. He taught her this particular style of calligraphy, which is called Ibitsa. Ibitsa means one-stroke words, which means you never leave the pen, the ink never leaves the paper. You write in one continuous word, connecting all of the radicals, putting yin-yang balance into the calligraphy. What do I mean by that? You see the dark and you see the light. You need strong messages, light messages. The reason we have sickness in traditional Chinese medicine, our yin-yang balance is off. Most of us have too much yang and not enough yin energy in our bodies. So this is what we're doing with the calligraphy, is we're actually balancing the yin-yang energies in the body. We're bringing messages, positive messages, to replace the messages of heart disease, COPD, kidney disease. There's so many conditions that people have. You know, I spent 16 months in Hawaii. People had diabetes. But I didn't know that in the advanced stages of diabetes, the legs are very swollen and the feet get purple. No movement of qi. No movement means the blood is stagnating. And then I found out that what happens is they start to lose they start to lose their toes, or sometimes they lose parts of their fingers. So with the calligraphy and with the movement I'm going to teach you, what are we doing? We're bringing in source frequency. Source is pure. The source does not have blockages. We have blockages. We've created mistakes in past lives. We've said unkind things. Just think about it. This past week, did any of you say one unkind thing? Yeah. Did you have an unkind thought about somebody? Did you have a judgment about someone? Did you complain about someone? Yeah. When we do that, we are hurting the other person. Even if they never physically hear you, at the soul level, they're hearing you. At the soul level, you're leaving an imprint of pain and suffering. We also have that imprint. When we incarnate, we come back to learn our life's lessons. How many of you have a challenge in life? How many of you have a relationship challenge? Anybody here have a relationship challenge? Yeah. You have a relationship challenge? You can have a relationship challenge with your cat and your dog. Yeah, this happens all the time. You can have issues with, anybody here have financial issues? Yeah. Anybody here have issues with any physical issues? Back pain, shoulder pain, knee pain, anybody? Yeah. Anybody have a chronic condition? I have a rare and incurable disease, but I practice. I do what I'm going to teach you. I do this every day. I have no medical intervention for the condition that I have. You know, a year ago I was here. A year ago my pain levels were at 25 on a scale of 1 to 10. Oh, good. Reset. Good. Okay, so a year ago my pain levels were at 25 on a scale of 1 to 10. I could not move my leg. You know how we walk? You can see I can walk. Last year, this is all I could do. No way I could go up and down the stairs because I had no balance. I was constantly losing my balance. I could not walk on escalators. I could not walk on moving sidewalks. I could not sit. I could stand for about an hour, but then the pain was so intense. I have a condition called Tarlov cysts. It's incurable, and there is very rare, it's very rare. There's somewhere between 5 and 9% of the population have this. There's no research as to why this is happening because there's too few people who have this in order for them to do research. I knew when I was diagnosed with this, that really for me the only person that could help me was Master Ximena. So I did what he recommended, and I'm going to share this with you because I have had honestly no medical intervention other than they did an MRI to tell me what was wrong. So this calligraphy, Master Ximena, this style of calligraphy, Master Ximena learned from Professor Lee, 2013. She was already close to 90. How old, Desiree? How old? How old? She was 102 then? Oh, wow. Okay. See, I said she was over 100. So she learned this when she was 6. She never taught it to anybody. It would have gone with her. This style would have gone with her. But there was a chance meeting between Master Ximena and Professor Lee. It took about a year and a half. She said that her teacher, the Taisher, the teacher of the last emperor, told her, cannot teach this to somebody else. It was meant really just to be used for bringing about goodness in the world. When Master Ximena demonstrated to her that he was willing to use this for goodness, she finally conceded, and in the Chinese tradition, put her hands on his head, on his crown, and transferred the knowledge, the wisdom, the techniques, everything that went with this tradition, transferred it to him. He has now been teaching this. I'm one of the people that has been learning how to write this calligraphy. And I can tell you it is amazing. To learn to write this, you will feel the difference. Very quickly you will feel balanced, grounded, and centered. So what makes this calligraphy unique, first of all, it is written in one stroke. It sends a message of oneness. Why do we have disease? Disease is disharmony. Your liver is not in harmony. The heart is not in harmony. Not only are the cells in the liver not harmonized, but the liver and the heart may not be harmonized. Anybody here have problems with insomnia? Don't sleep well? That means your kidneys and your heart are not harmonized. Too much fire at the wrong times, too much water at the other times, so you sleep during the day, you can't sleep at night. Yeah? It's not in harmony. The one-stroke calligraphy can help bring you into harmony. The messages, we only write messages that are positive. This is a message of greatest love. We're going to pass out a book to you in a minute because I want you to trace with me. When you bring in that message of greatest love, it transforms the message. You said you have relationship issue. Both of you. Okay, no problem. Everybody does. Master Sha always goes, if there's one person here who does not have a relationship issue, please stand up. 500 people, no one stands up because everybody has relationship issues. What is it that we need to transform a relationship? Love. What is it that we need to transform liver disease, heart disease, kidney disease? Love. Love melts all blockages. In its core, all traditions teach unconditional love. We teach you how to write, we teach you how to trace, we teach you how to embody unconditional love. When you can do this, you will experience what I experienced. I can run if I want to now. I can jump off of this platform if I want to now. Something that I could not do a year ago. I could barely move. In the mornings, in order for me to get up, I had to do practice for an hour and a half because my spinal cord was so inflamed that I could not even roll off the bed. So I had to do this practice that I'm going to teach you in order to bring the inflammation down. So the calligraphy is written, one continuous stroke sends a message of oneness, brings harmony, brings yin-yang balance into your body, brings a positive message to replace the negative messages in the body. Are you game for trying this? Yeah? Okay, so I'm going to invite you to stand up, and I want you to trace with me. And you can come up closer. They can come up closer, or hold on a sec. Yeah, come up closer. I'm going to move this up for the people who are on the camera. I'll tell you, a year ago, I never would have attempted that because I was not stable. I was not steady. I could not have lifted, and I could not have lifted anything. I couldn't even lift my teacup, so pain shooting down my back. It's amazing. So what we're going to do is we're going to trace this calligraphy. When Master Sha writes this calligraphy, he is transmitting to the calligraphy source power, source frequency, and vibration. When we trace, we bring that into us. Everybody check. How do you feel? Are you calm right now? Is your mind quiet or is it busy? Is your body in harmony? Is it or is it discombobulated? You just check. This is the before, and then we'll check again after. So put your feet flat on the ground, about shoulder width apart. You may want to put your bag down. It'll be easier. This one, the one that's, might be easier for you. Bend your knees softly, back straight. We're going to start by tracing with our hands. Each one of our fingers represents one of the 5 elements. When we trace with our 5 fingers together, we bring harmony into our 5 elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. Okay? We're going to trace with our fingers, and then I will show you how to do more of the Tai Chi movement. So we start, I'll show it first, and then you follow me, okay? The circle, the calligraphy within a circle is very special. So we're going to trace in one breath, 2, 3, and then we trace. We follow the movement of the brush. We make the movements of the brush. You just follow as it goes along. Up, down, circle. Another 3 times. 3 circles, and then we start again. And I'm doing this fast. We're gonna go very slow. Slow is better. Slow is better. The energy can be very high, so you'll want to go fast, but slow is better. Okay? And we're going to chant. I'm going to teach you a song. I'll chant it for you first. As you can, you sing with me. Okay? You just trace while I sing. Got it? I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. Lula, lula, lee. 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 Lula. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. Lula, lula, lee. 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 Lula. What did you? Oh, I see yawning. Yawning is good. You know why? Because the frequency is raising your frequency. The body's trying to absorb it. Yeah, that's good. What did you experience? You feel what? You feel the heart opening, exactly. What did you feel? Tingling? Peacefulness. Can I do it? Yes, this is his signature. Master Shah. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. How do you feel? How's your mind? Quieter? How's your body? Is it more in alignment, more centered, more grounded? A little bit? Okay, so we're gonna do now, I wanna teach you this is one movement, this is one technique. We have these little books and these little cards. So when you're in the office, you're on the bus, I take the bus, you can still trace. But when you have one of these bigger calligraphies at home, you can do, or you come to our center, we do the bigger, more of the whole body movement, okay? So let me see if I can do this, move this. So we're gonna move with our whole body now, okay? So we're still gonna make the circle, but we're gonna go, anytime we come down, we bend, go up. Down and up, down and up. Got it? Down around, down, 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 across, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Got it? When you do this, you know, we do this for an hour. We do these practices for an hour. When you do this for an hour, you feel like you're literally walking on air. So I invite all of you to come. You can move over closer so you can be in front of the calligraphy. Make sure there's a space for you and the people others around you. Okay, ready? Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, li. Lula, li. Lula, I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, li. Lula. You don't have to hold the mic, yeah? But normally we would do it. I'm gonna put the mic down, and then I'll show you the hand positions because you normally do it with both hands. Exactly. So what I said to her is, you don't put the hands up here, but you need me to show you the flow. This is why my hands are up here. Normally we would trace with our hands down here, because what we're doing is we're using the movement of the calligraphy to bring the power of the calligraphy into our foundation. Our foundation is our lower dantian. Our foundation is our core. The zhong, the core of the body, is in the lower abdomen. So you want to bring that in here. So your hands are moving the golden light ball. The ball is rotating in many different directions. So in fact, when this stroke comes down, it actually goes like this. But we teach you all that when you come in. We teach you, here we have 45 minutes. I cannot teach you everything in 45 minutes, but I can teach you enough that you understand what we're doing. It's quite special. The power in the calligraphies is extraordinary. It's really extraordinary. So we're going to do it with both hands, okay? You do it with both hands. I show you, and then you do it with both hands. I have to use the mic. But the key is, don't focus on your hand. You focus here. Because if you focus here, you're rotating your foundation. You're boosting the power in your core. Why do we get sick? No power. A little bit. More peaceful. Very peaceful. Exactly. Because you're connecting with source frequency and vibration. This is transforming all the noise that we have, all the negativity. It's transforming it to just pure love. Source frequency and vibration is pure love. So I want to offer you something. I have a book. have one? No, no. I have one. I think this is a fair trade. This little book was written by Master Ximena, and it teaches you how to apply the greatest love. And he gives you a calligraphy in the book. A calligraphy that you can trace. I'm happy to give you the book if you give us your email address so we can continue to connect with you and continue to share with you how to work with these calligraphies. If you would like to do that, the team is going to go around. We're in 602. It'll be my pleasure to connect with you. It'll be our pleasure to help you and guide you so that you can learn these very simple techniques. Love you all. Bye-bye. Yeah, thank you.